So I'm very surprised that she had this many.
Yeah. All right, so welcome back to the channel. Obviously, we're recording this after Rayna has had her babies. So in the video, we're able to get some really good footage of Rayna and her having her babies, and we're able to share some information on what to expect if you're delivering your puppies. So feel free to leave a comment below. Any questions that you have, we will do our best to answer them and give you any advice that we can give you. So hope you enjoy the video and watch it till the end. And if you can count them quickly right now, you can see how many are there. Otherwise, you'll have to wait till the end to find out how many she had. A hint, it was a very big litter. So have a watch, enjoy.
So it's 8:35 at night. We announced earlier on Facebook, we did a little live stream just showing that Rayna had started the whelping process, and we're still waiting, it seems. So just to show you guys what I have waiting for her while we're sitting waiting for these puppies to come. I have my folder already, I have a scale, I have a bowl where I put the puppies in there, and I have just all sterilized scissors, hemostats, and an aspirator, and ready for those umbilical cords. And then I have all ready for weighing them. I write everything down in my book, what time the puppies are born. I write down their weights. I write down any notes, that anything that happens, just so that I can keep track of all of the puppies. And then I write down their colors and their gender and everything. And anything special that I can share with the new owners. Good girl, Rayna. Good girl. Good girl. So this is the first puppy born. There you go. She's not happy, she wants mom.
Squeaking is
A
good.
blue ROAN female. Yes, squeaking is really good. She just wants her mama. She just wants mom. Yeah. Good job, Rayna. Good job. Good. Let's see if we can get her on to nurse. So we squeeze a little bit, and this will just encourage her. Rub it a little bit on her nose, and that will just encourage her to open and want to eat.
This first one came very quick. We've been waiting for several hours now. And then all of a sudden, Nicola went, oh, she's having contractions.
And within seconds, that puppy was out and here.
So hopefully we'll get the birth of
The next one.
the next one, but now that we know that they're coming. Rayna, in the past, she's had her litters, and they'll be all born within 3 hours or so. So once they come, they're coming.
So hopefully she does the same thing this time, because we are just after midnight.
I think it's about 12:30 a.m. on, what would it be, June 19th?
June 20th, I think now.
June 20th.
I guess.
So their birth date is June 20th. First one, I think, was born around 12:22, around there. So
There you go. So you can see she's nursing now. You can see her tongue right by her mouth. Can you see there, Jim?
Mm-hmm.
So that shows that she's latched on and she's nursing. So she's getting good milk flow right there. So we just make sure she stays, because Mama might try to get up and move around if she has more contractions.
Mama's doing a good job cleaning.
So puppies, when they nurse, they will push. As you can see right here, she'll move and she'll, almost I guess with cats they call it kneading, but with dogs she'll push, and that's just how she's trying to make the milk flow more. And that's how you can tell that they're latched on. The tongue and the paws.
It's always amazing that nobody trains these puppies. No one teaches them what to do and to start kneading and getting the milk to start flowing. No one teaches them, but it's just instinct.
Yeah, they know what to do. I just like to help them out to get them that little bit of a head start, especially when you've got the first one. And she was 9 ounces at birth, so being 9 ounces, you want to make sure that they get as many calories as they possibly can. So when we get her on straight away, try and encourage her to eat so that she gets more calories and gains some weight and grows bigger.
What's your guess? What's your guess on how many?
My guess is 11 or 12 based on 9 ounces. I mean, it could be 10, but my guess would be between 10 and 11 or 12. Let's go with that. I can't do a set number.
So Rayna will just continue to clean this one and wait until the contractions come, and
and she'll know. She'll get up. She might try to get up and walk around again and lay down, or she'll just lay peacefully there and she'll just start cleaning herself. Once she starts licking, that's a good sign that, yep, the puppy's there. But she may try to get up and walk around. So I give my mom's ice cream in between the puppies being born. It just helps keep them hydrated and gives them that little bit of energy and some calcium that they need for delivery. And they really enjoy it. I find if they drink water, they throw up a lot and they won't eat any food, and even if they do, they'll probably throw that up too. For some reason, ice cream they seem to keep down, and it just works really, really well. So, and they enjoy it. It's really good. So the second puppy is on its way, looks like. Just having some contractions here. I'm just gonna watch. Yep, see how her tail's raising up, her body's gone up. And pushing down. This baby out of the way. You see? It's coming. There he is. Right there. There you go. He's still attached. Sometimes this umbilical is still attached to the senton side, and so we just have to give it a minute. Sometimes it'll come. Other times we have to cut and just take them off. Good girl. So I let her lick for a little bit, and then I'll clean the pup. See how he does. Cool. And I was trying to encourage the mom to let her lick, because that helps with bonding as well. The reason why I cut and clamp all of theirs is because for a number of years we would get umbilical hernias, and I find it safer to just try and take the pressure off of the belly. Now sometimes it does happen, sometimes puppies have them anyway, but this way it kind of decreases the chances of that. Beautiful liver puppy. So let's check, see gender. It's a female. It's a liver. That looks like a liver and white. Liver and white female. Here, Rayna. Rayna, here. Good girl. That's your baby? That's your baby. It's okay. She's okay. She's alright. She's concerned with this one over here we took away just so that she didn't lay on top of her. We'll put her back in between.
For the first couple, she can worry about them, but once there's 7, 8, 9, it's harder to keep track.
Yeah.
But Rayna's a good mama.
So we're gonna pop her in the scale and see what she weighs. Get that. So she is 10 ounces. And I write this down. 10 ounces. So I wrap her back up in this towel just to keep her warm so she dries up a bit. There we go. Is it on me? They're okay. They're alright. Don't get distracted. We took the babies away because we thought she was gonna have her next one. But now she's distracted with them, so we're gonna put them back for a sec.
Standing up and digging and moving around, and we thought maybe she was gonna have a second one, so.
Because usually that's what they do in between each puppy. Not always, but sometimes they'll get up and they'll go around in a circle and move around, and sometimes they don't realize their babies are there. They kind of get distracted with the next pup. So we don't want them trampling on their babies or burying their babies in the blanket, so we take them away. Yep, that next puppy's coming. Sorry, Mama. So you can tell she's gonna have contractions. She'll kind of make up noise when she's having the next one. Her belly will contract, and she'll look down at her rear end when the next puppy's coming. I know, I'm sorry, I took them away again.
Got our babies over here. Put them in here and cover them up a little bit. Hard for mom to have her babies when she's worrying about her other ones.
Oh, escape artist too. They're okay. They're alright. They're fine. They're okay. I've had mums in the past when they're in the middle of delivering, and I take their puppies and I just put them over the side just so they don't trample them. They'll actually get up and go out and they'll pick them up and bring them back to their whelping area. So even though they're having contractions, they will stop what they're doing and go and do that because they want their babies back with them. So you just gotta watch, you gotta be careful, watch they don't trample on their babies or sit on them or anything. Because even though they're loving and loyal to their babies and they care about them, sometimes they just don't realize what they're doing.
When there's 10 of them, there's a lot to...
It's a lot to juggle.
Keep track of.
They can't count them, so they don't know, okay, that's that baby and that baby. Just licking. So there's a little contraction there. She kind of made a grunt. I don't know if you picked that up or not. She's a little bit restless again. She's licking a lot. That's a good sign. And she knows the next one's coming. Try to just slip on it right now. Get her up here, keep her away from down there so that she doesn't get in the way. Maybe if you keep them just over at the side, she can still see them and hear them, and she's not gonna. She can focus on what she needs to do. So often bring their legs up toward the front of their belly as well. The belly goes tight and they bring their legs up, and their tail will go up and down for every contraction. If they're laying down, you can see it. We'll see if she cooperates here and can show you. And there the water just broke. So puppies are sometimes in a sack, sometimes they're not in a sack, but most of the time they are. The sack looks like it's just burst and there's water come out. So she's gonna want to clean that up before she has another contraction, pushes the pup out. And that's good. We let her do that because she needs to keep her nest clean. It's just instinct to do that. Instinct to keep her nest clean. So you see the contractions are a little bit closer together now. This pup coming out.
You can hear that little...
Yeah, she kind of makes a grunting noise.
Not great for a camera angle, Rayna.
Oh. I think they get a little bit camera shy.
Alright, are you going to have them all sitting up so we can't see them? Very difficult to get.
And that heavy breathing continues in between each puppy being born. Usually she'll stop that when she's completely finished.
There's the little huff of the contractions. What was that? You heard a ding.
This nice puppy's decided he doesn't want to come out just yet.
Nice and warm where it is.
Let's see. There's a puppy. Good girl, Rayna.
Puppy number 3.
Give her a chance to clean it a little bit first, and then pop it in there. There's going for its face. I'm just feeling to see if the umbilical cord is pushed out yet, because I like to clamp them myself. Now I think she's going to snap this one. There's a baby there. It's got a lot of fluid. So just cleaning the fluid out of its nose. It's got a lot of fluid in it. I'm gonna rub it down with the towel bit first. And try and get it to cry. So you can be kind of vigorous with rubbing on their backs. It doesn't hurt them. Try and get them to cry. She's just had another one. Come here, look at her. So yeah. So we got a little busy there. We had 3 of them just decide to come out at one time.
Boom, boom, boom.
So, yeah, so I'm cleaning off one. I handed one to Jamie, and next minute I looked down and this little one. So we haven't even sexed them, so we don't even know what gender they are yet. But this little third one came out. She's just laying there. So we had 3 of them that we're trying to kind of just dry off and help mom out and clean out their noses, make sure that they're breathing, try and drain their lungs, get them crying a little bit. That helps stretch out the lungs to get the fluid out. You can use an aspirator. So you just squeeze it in and then put it to the nose. And that then takes the fluid and just wipe it away each time. I'm trying to hold this one properly. And that kind of helps drain it out. Or you can just use a towel and you can rub out their nose. And they usually squirm. That helps them kind of get fussy and that makes them noise. And if that doesn't work, you rub them pretty hard, dry them. Just enough to make some noise. And sometimes you can squeeze their tail. If they're still not crying, you can squeeze their tail a little bit, and that helps them make some noise too. Worst
comes to worst, you squeeze their tail. I mean, it sounds mean, but it gets them crying, yes. And the biggest thing is getting any fluid that's in the lungs and in the nasal cavity out.
Absolutely.
So yes, it is not comfortable when you squeeze their tails, and obviously you don't want them to be in pain, but you don't want them to pass away and die from not being able to breathe either. So that's kind of a last case scenario.
And believe me, we have had that happen where a puppy had a lot of fluid in its lungs. It didn't drain properly, and watching that puppy go slowly over 24 hours was horrible. It is not a nice thing to have to ever experience. So this is the better alternative for us. It's not a nice thing to do. if you have to squeeze their tail, but it's better than watching them have a slow, not very nice ending.
First couple minutes is very, very important of their life. So that's why Nicola faithfully stays up with every single litter. She's there delivering them every single litter, every puppy being delivered, and yeah, making sure that they have a good start of life, helping mom out. It gets very busy, as we just saw. 3 puppies within, what was that, 30 seconds, 45 seconds?
Had to be at least, yeah. So, maybe a minute tops.
Very, very busy. Just no way that mom would have been able to take care of them all at once. And that's when you start seeing puppies not looked after and unfortunately passing away.
Another thing you can do is just to make sure that all the fluid is drained from the lungs. It's very easy to hear like a crackle. So you can hold them up to your ear and just listen carefully. If you hear what sounds just like a little click, so you guys do this to your ear. It's the same kind of noise as that. If you hear that, you know that there's fluid in the lungs, and just continue to work with them, trying to get them to cry and make some noise, try and drain that fluid. So this little one, I can hear it just right here when I hold it up. So I'm just gonna work with her a little bit more just to see if we can get that extra fluid out and give her a better chance.
Yeah, that was puppy number 3, I think. Is that right?
This one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That was the 3rd puppy that we were working on, and then Rayna had 4th and then 5th within 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So.
And sometimes that happens. We can have puppies born within half an hour, 45 minutes. Sometimes they're 10 minutes. Sometimes they're less than a minute. It just depends what the female wants to do, what the dam's going to do when she's giving birth, what her body tells her to do, and sometimes it happens pretty quickly.
Yeah. So good work, Rayna.
Good job.
You did good, yeah.
That's your
Say hello to your baby.
And she just wants to go back to that umbilical. Don't chew it too much.
So one thing you gotta watch, especially with new moms, they will chew the umbilical cord. So you want to make sure that they're not chewing too closely. If they chew too closely to the umbilical cord, they can actually chew into the abdominal cavity. And they keep on chewing. We've never had it, but well, they'll keep chewing into the abdomen, and obviously they pass away because they have a hole in their abdomen. The other thing, they can chew and tug on that umbilical cord, and then they end up with what's called an umbilical hernia.
So normally I would clamp it when they first come out, but since this one's got long, I'll just show you what I usually do. So clamp around about this length, and then I'll just cut the remaining off. And I want to try and discourage mom from going back to it. And the reason why I do this is because in the past we have had umbilical hernias with our puppies, and a lot of people think that they're genetic, but in our experience we have found that the moms, if they break the umbilical by themselves, they put a lot of pressure on the abdomen, and that has been prone to cause more umbilical hernias than clamping and cutting. Since I started clamping and cutting, I've had way less. Now I have had a few, but usually that's down to either the cord snapping if the mom puts too much pressure on or something. Usually if I get to clamp them and cut them and she doesn't put pressure on them, I'm usually umbilical hernia free. So that's what I do now, just to try and prevent that, and it has certainly lowered the numbers on that. So if it does happen, it will be like a little bubble. There's nothing to worry about. There's no health risk with the pup. The pup is not in pain with it. It's just a little bubble and like an empty belly button. And sometimes it closes up on its own. If it doesn't close up on its own, the vets can do a procedure. It's just a couple of stitches, and they close it over. Usually when they do is spay or neuter. So it sounds kind of gross, but it's completely natural, and it's really good for the mom to eat the afterbirth. When the placenta comes away, she will eat that, and she will eat part of the umbilical cord as well that's attached to it. And as much as it grosses you out, it's good for her. It's rich in nutrients and iron, and it gives her a lot of energy and strength to continue with the delivery. The placenta can come straight away with the puppy when the puppy is born. Other times, when we cut the cord or the mom snaps the cord, it stays up for a while and then it comes away later. she just had 2 more puppies. Just get them cleaned up. I'm gonna show you. There's puppy 8. Number 8. So with these last 3 puppies, they have done something a little bit different. So Rayna had her, so number 5. So number 5 was born at 150, and Rayna started pushing again a little bit here and there, but she didn't give birth until just now, and that was 5 hours that she went in between. She didn't push heavily. She was pushing here and there and really not doing much until just now. And sometimes that does happen. Sometimes you'll have a female that goes a number of hours in between her puppies, and then she just had just now another 3 that she just got all at once. So that is common. It does happen. So it's nothing to worry about. A lot of people will say, if your dog is pushing, straining, you should get them to the vet. If she's not in any distress, they'll come when they come. But obviously seek your vet's help if there's anything that you think that is not right or unusual. And as quickly as it can happen, she can have more puppies. And she just had another one. Just like that. She's probably had 4 in a matter of 5 minutes tops. So it can happen very quickly. You can't even get a breath, or you get a long breath in between your puppies. Yeah. So something that I do really want to talk about is how important it is to watch for any birth defects. It doesn't happen very often. Really, I don't think in all the years we've been breeding, I haven't really seen a whole lot, but there is a checklist that you can go through just to make sure that you're checking your puppy and noticing these things pretty much straight away if there's anything. So you want to check for any extra digits, if there's anything unusual with the feet. I just make sure the ears look okay, eyes look okay, face, the nose, check the cleft palate, and then you want to just take your thumb and run underneath just to check for that cleft palate inside. The nose would be cleft lip or anything like that. And then always check underneath the tail as well to make sure that there's an opening there. This is kind of all you're really looking for externally, just making sure that the puppy is looking okay. So she's had 10, and there's still more in there. I'm sure I can feel one there. And as you can see, the box is not very clean or anything like that, but that's okay. We're gonna clean that up once she's completely done. She's pushed out paper, she's moved around. The blankets are not so neat anymore, and it's kind of wet. Puppies need to stay really warm. It's important that they have things to help them keep up their body temperatures. So we use hot water bottles, and then just put that in with them. You can place underneath them, or you can just purchase a heating pad and put that in there. There are different things that you can use for heat. Eventually we switch over to heat lamps after when they go into the other space. We'll use a heat lamp on them to keep them warm. For now, we'll try and use the water bottle just to help keep them warm. So I always try to just put it underneath them. This one's a little bit maybe raised too much, but I'll put it as close as I can, kind of near them, and encourage them to stay warm. So I'm just sitting down with my tea, and I thought I would just kind of talk a little bit about Rayna and how she did. And it seems like she's got more in there. She's sitting with 10 pups just now, and they're all eating, sleeping. I got the hot water bottle in there, and she's just resting. But she's still huge. So when you get to a number that's that high, you think, okay, she's only got maybe one left in there, one or two. So I always try to feel around, and right there I can feel something hard. So I know that's a pup right there, and there's one right there too. So she's got at least another 2 in there. She's still a good size. She's already had 10, so she's got a lot of pups. For an English Springer Spaniel, the average is around about 7 puppies. 7 or 8 usually. Anything more than that is considered a big litter, so this is a big litter. And she's doing really well. She is tired, and I'm sure she'll be hungry. She probably won't eat. I haven't offered her anything but ice cream. She's been taking that because I didn't want her to get sick. So she'll eat when she's all done, but she may. I got some toast here. She might want to eat my toast, so I might try her with some of that too, see if she likes it. But yeah, she's doing really well, and keeping things pretty clean. And it's really normal. So another thing is, with bleeding, she'll have some bleeding and some whatever, and that usually for a few weeks is really normal. So she's got that, she'll keep herself clean. But she looks like she's doing really well. Hey, Rayna. Want some toast? Want some toast? No, she doesn't want to eat. Tired baby.
Well, good morning. It's 8:50 on Saturday, June, I believe it's the 20th. Yeah, Saturday, June 20th, about 8:50. So Nicola's been up through the whole night, and the count is at 11. Rayna's had 11 puppies so far. Give you some good close-ups. A lot of them are eating. Large variation in colors, so black and white. Some of them are ROAN as well, but more difficult to tell when you can't see their faces at this age. So it's interesting, these pups that are ROAN, right now they appear to have a lot of white, but as they mature, this white will fill in. There you go, get in there, get in there. Hi, girl. You're good, you're alright. She's giving me the look, like, where are you going? What are you doing, my babies? All right, well, we will, next clip, we'll update you after she's had another pup or have something else to show. All right, so we've got number 10, 11, and 12 here. I was sleeping and Nicola was delivering on her own, so she wasn't able to get them as they were being born. So here they are individually. This one's here trying to nurse on my finger. She's hungry. But so from left to right, we have number 10, and then in the middle, number 11, and on the right, number 12. And Nicola, you have the colors and genders?
It's a liver tri-male, a black tri-male, and a black and white male.
So they're all sleeping peacefully. They've all had some food, so they're a little more content. So, all right. Mama's having a well-deserved sleep.
So this is number 13.
Looks like a blue roan to me.
That's right, babies. Don't go back there. Yeah. Oh, look at his big yawn. There you go. Here you are, Mama. So it's been a long, long night. It's still going. What time is it now? It's after 10?
10:30.
10:30. That was number 13 just born. And there you go. Here, Mama. Look. Here, you gotta help lick. Good girl.
Clean, clean, clean. She's tired.
Yeah, she's very tired. She's doing so good. Usually when we have a big litter, we've never had as big as 13 before, but when we have a big litter, Mom gets really tired toward the end. And she is doing so good. She's doing phenomenal. It's amazing. So Mom's keeping herself clean. She's cleaning the babies. So you probably notice there's a little bit more blood. It's just us getting to the end. Everything's still open in there. So there's a little bit more blood coming out as opposed to just water where it was in the beginning. Oh, he's cute. She's cute. That's a female. I needed another female. We were starting to overload on the males there. So she is a pretty girl. I love blue roans. They're just so gorgeous. So the way you can tell what a blue roan is how dark the nose is. This is really, really dark. If a puppy was not a roan, so this one is not a roan, the nose is really pink. So with English Springer Spaniels, you can get roan, which is what Rayna is, and then not roan. So this is just a black and white, and this is a blue roan. So those noses are so different. That's how you know at birth which one is roan and which one's not roan.
For the most part, you can tell.
For the most part.
Sometimes they surprise you.
They trick you, and after a couple of days, they start going roan. But for the most part, you can tell.
Some are just dead obvious,
Yes.
like this one.
She's pretty. I like her. So we'll see. She may have more. She may have another one in there. Beautiful.
But with Mama, you have something neat.
She's long. She is pretty.
Check in on the next one.
brothers and sisters. Moms usually don't want to go out when they've had their puppies. Usually trying to get them out during and between pups being born, and then at the end she won't want to leave them, so she usually has to be picked up and brought outside. So I've already done that, and she now wants to go back inside. I usually have to help her, and she just wants to snuggle up with them. She doesn't realize that she may sit on a couple at the back. With puppies, they don't go to the bathroom on their own. The mom will stimulate them, so she keeps them clean and she helps them to go to the bathroom. So it's important that she does this.
Well, we thought she was done at 13, but we got all cleaned up and everything, and she just had number 14. 14 puppies, Rayna.
Wow, how did you do
Incredible.
that? Let me see. Your leg up good.
Looks like a try, a liver try.
That's what it looks like to me. Good job, Mom. Wowza. Good girl. Yeah, you did a good job. Amazing.
What do you think? 14.
Incredible. We've never had a litter this big. The biggest we had before this was 12. So I'm very surprised that she had this many.
Yeah. Wow.
I didn't think she had that many. I thought maybe
Good work, girl.
10, 11,
Good
or
work.
12.
Oh, gotta clean up.
Good job, Rayna.
Got them socked away everywhere. Under the legs, around the legs, up by mama.
Pretty girl. That's a beautiful puppy.
Yeah, you can tell that she's gonna have a lot of try. I can see the try in her face.
She's got a nice, beautiful blaze.
Try on the chops, as we would call it. Nice blaze on her.
She's pretty.
All right, well, we'll end this clip here. We'll see what happens. Amazing.
Well, thank you so much for watching. We really hope that you enjoyed this video and you learned a lot from it. We got 14 puppies from Rayna and we're just absolutely excited. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.